you like your job? All right, y'all, we meet again. Yeah, I'm doing some shopping. They put them legendary pop chips. No, ma'am, not today. Where y'all at? I know it's Tuesday morning. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Tuesday morning. It's time to get going. Make me some egg sandwiches. What them egg sandwiches at? Beep, 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 beep. Check it out. Check it out. What's up, Mage? Do, 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 do. How y'all doing? What do y'all do for work? Do y'all like y'all job? Let me know in the comment section below. Maybe some egg sandwiches out here. Y'all want to see me make some egg sandwiches? Y'all probably don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to see the phenomenal egg sandwiches. All right, y'all. Do, 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 do. Weather been looking all funky. up with this weather? Been looking all funky. Like, I mean, the clouds look nice. The view in the sky right now. But what's up? Anybody want to talk about that? What y'all do for work? Y'all like y'all job? What do you like about your job? And what don't you like about your job? Let's talk about that. If you're coming in the chat, let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Ah. Yeah, man. Yeah. If anybody's in there, hit that like button. Let's talk about what you like about your job, what you don't like about your job. What do you do for work? What do you do at your job? What's up, Becky? How you doing? You just joined? Thank you for joining. What do you do for work and what do you like about your job? Let's talk about it, Becky. On a ride home. I won't be looking at the chat too much, but when I make that stop, I will reply back. Be a stop sign right now. But I don't like watching the chat and driving. But welcome to the chat, Becky. Can somebody hit that like button for me? And how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Mama Bowman living life, y'all. You don't have a job? What's going on? Why you ain't got a job? What's going on? Are you underage? Or you ain't gotta work? Or you can't find a job? Or let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Mama Bowman. Mama Bowman living life, y'all. Welcome to the Nemo 504, Mr. Phenomenal Live. Hit that like button if you're joining, man. Hit that like button if you like to go live, if you like to eat fly, all type of things. Let's talk about your job, what you like about your job, what you don't like about your job, and what do you do for work. What's up, Chris? Chris Ford. All right, you're in school. What you in school for? Let's talk about what you're in school for. What do you like about your job? What you don't like about your job? You can talk about what you like about school, what you don't like about school. Are you in college? Are you in high school? Let's talk about it. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What's up, family? You don't like math? I love math. Math used to be my favorite subject back when I was in school. But what you like about your job, what you don't like about your job. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the cons and the not good, so not so good things about your job. Maybe you can find a job at home, Do y'all treat YouTube as a job? I mean, I believe YouTube is a job. I just ain't been utilizing it too much. I ain't been on YouTube as much. I should be trying to find a broader, a bigger audience and doing things all on the web, doing things all on YouTube. I should be dropping different kind of content, doing different kind of things over here. All type of things, but let's talk about what you like about your job, what you don't like about your job. Are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you a stay-at-home dad? What you don't like when you was working, what you used to like about working, what you didn't like about working. Was it the gossip at the workplace? Was it the drama at the workplace? Was it the rude customers that you didn't like? Was it the customers that came there and made put a smile on your face when you had a bad day? Was it your co-workers that treated you like family? Was it the co-workers that always came in there with that BS? That always came in there with some kind of BS or something? Happy Saturday to the whole, happy Tuesday, I'm sorry. Happy Tuesday to the whole wide world. I hope y'all had a good Labor Day. I'm about to read the comments when I get to this stoplight up here, because I might be missing some. I am on my way home from work. I just got off of work. Long night. It's always long nights. And what shift do you work? You know, if you do work, drop in the comment section what shift do you work. I like the morning shift, but I work overnight. I prefer like a 4 a.m. to a 1 p.m. shift. If I was working like a 9 to 5 job or any kind of job, you know, I'd rather the 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. But you know, I work overnight, usually 10 p.m. to 7, 8, 9 in the morning. Depends on when we get off. Lately, we've been getting off kind of early. Oh, I got a green light. I'm almost home. I'm about to be home in about 2 minutes. And I'll try to catch up to some of the comments in here. You know, thank y'all for hitting the like button for me. Thank y'all for coming in and spending time with me. The subject today is, what do you like about your job and what you don't like about your job? Is YouTube a job to you? If you don't have a job, or you're trying to get monetized in your channel? I know a lot of people, like small content creators, don't really make that much off of YouTube as it is. You know, so it's really not enough to really like feed your family and travel the world and do all these exotic things that some people think they might be able to do once they get monetized. But you know, it does kind of help out, maybe pay a bill, maybe pay a couple bills, maybe do a couple things, utilize that cash flow that you all get from YouTube. Unless you're a big content creator, dropping a lot of content, and you go live a lot, and you know, you get the big super chats, the super thanks, you know, things like that, or however you utilize your channel. I'm almost home. I'm pulling in the driveway in about 30 seconds. So if I missed some of the comments, whoever's in here, thank you for hitting that like button. Today I want to talk about what do you like about your job and what you don't like about your job, and the do's and don'ts of the workplace. I know a lot of people don't like the job because of the gossip at the job place, the drama at the job place, the rude customers, the poor work ethic. Now I'm home. Let's see what people have been saying. Taekwondo tonight? There you go, help people outside of your family. Another fork in the road. All right, another fork in the road. You work overnight at Walmart? All right, I work overnight at Walmart too. That's good to see that. What do you do at Walmart? Like, do you stock? What section they usually have you in? Frozen, dairy, grocery, on the GM side, and consumables. You know, where you usually be at when you know, since you work overnight at Walmart. What section you be in? All right. I just got out of Frozen. I was just in Frozen. I just got up out of Frozen. I had the tag and bin everything. Hate going in that freezer, but hey, sometimes you do what you gotta do. Yeah, usually you do start off in grocery. You know, grocery comes first. Grocery comes first. Another fork in the road. I'm gonna give my baby a kiss before I start fixing my egg sandwiches, because I'm hungry. I'll give my baby a kiss, you know. I just got home. I'll tell her live. I know she's working. You tell my baby. Love you, baby. About to make my egg sandwiches, okay? About to make them egg sandwiches. Let's see. Had dairy today. We had 3.5 gallons and a half and half. Man, don't you hate when they put the Sunny D at the bottom? Let me know if they do that at your warehouse too. Where they put the Sunny D at the bottom of the pallet. You know, we talking about the do's and don'ts. What you like to do at work, what you don't like to do, what you like about your job, what you don't like about your job, yeah. They always putting a Sunny D at the bottom, like them bottles gonna hold up everything. And then don't you hate when they put eggs at the bottom and stuff like that? Well, all right. I ain't know that, Jordan. I was wondering how you had a blue wrench next to your name. So you started working at Walmart? How long you been at Walmart now? I didn't know that was you, Jordan. I was wondering how you had a wrench next to your name. I didn't know you worked at Walmart, Jordan. I didn't even know you worked at Walmart. That's cool. You know, I've been at Walmart a long time now, Jordan. Oh, you made a month? All right, that's not bad. You know. Do they usually have you like on your own aisle on grocery? Or do you be in a different aisle on grocery? Do y'all like be blitzing the aisle? See, these the eggs we get at Walmart. Don't you hate when they have these eggs all messed up? They be stocking all the heavy stuff on top of the eggs. I've been there 11 years now, Jordan. Well, I'm about to make 11 years next month. I'm about to make 11 years next month, Jordan. What's up, Becky? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Mama Bowman living life, y'all. Mama Bowman living life. Yeah, I'm about to be making them egg sandwiches. Can I get back on a little routine real quick so I can eat that salads, you know. Pretty cool to know you work at Walmart, bro. All right, they put you on that cereal. You know, when you go on that cereal aisle, do they be mixing y'all paper goods at the bottom of the cereal too? And they always did it like that at ours. Having paper goods mixed in at the bottom of cereal. All right. Well, I'm the team lead, so I usually try to chip in though, because we be getting, like lately we've been getting probably about 6 pallets. Like today we had, let me see, we had about 6.5 pallets of cereal. You know, because I work like at a big store. I don't know how much cereal pallets you had, but we usually put a person on each aisle. You know, we don't be, I mean, sometimes we'll have like 2 people on it, but, you know, and this was a small truck night. Usually, like on a bigger 2 truck night, we'll probably have like 8 or 9 pallets of cereal. You know, I don't know how much cereal pallets y'all be having. You know, y'all got y'all bake center in the middle. Y'all got your Halloween baking stuff already set. Should be set for the baking now. You know, but what y'all like about y'all job and what y'all don't like about y'all job? It's usually, you know, the process is an hour a pallet. See, our store is kind of different. We kind of keep people in frozen and dairy all night because, like, on average, we'll probably get about 11 pallets of frozen and probably, like, besides eggs, if you don't count eggs, probably like 9 pallets of dairy, which is pretty much a lot. So you gotta keep somebody, and we break it down by section. We don't really blitz out dairy. We usually put somebody in cheese and butter biscuits, and then we put somebody on yogurt. We'll have them go do the coffee aisle first, and then we'll switch the person from the coffee aisle to go blitz out yogurt. We'll go work yogurt, and then we'll have somebody on the 97 wall, which is the meat wall, all night because the meat wall usually has about 3 or 4 pallets and 2 carts. Yeah, we have 3 aisles. One is ice cream and pizza aisle, and then we have the TV dinner and like vegetables. Well, no, TV dinner with breakfast, and then we have vegetables. You know, the French fries, all of that stuff. But man, it'd be a lot of stuff. Tonight's probably gonna be 2 truck night. Cause we didn't have a two truck last night. And usually we get 2 trucks 3 to 4 nights a week. You know, I don't know how many times y'all get 2 trucks or whatever. You know, cause some smaller stores only get like 1 truck. Some days they don't get a truck. I wish we was that lucky. Ain't that lucky. We be getting a lot of stuff. Do y'all like and frozen? Do y'all stock y'all meat and seafood as well? Like the frozen meat that comes on there and the seafood, or do y'all let the morning people do that? Because we usually stock the frozen seafood and meat. But I know some stores don't stock the frozen meat and seafood. I know at our store we do though. Yeah, we usually have to. We have to at least complete grocery or consumables. 100%. You know, like I mean, They've been strict lately. We don't got no choice but to complete it. Man, you should see our reshop buggies at the end of the night. Because we have to get all the reshops from around the store. I mean, I assume that, every store is the same, so y'all stop everything at 5 o'clock and start zoning. Gotta get that zone in, or you're gonna be held accountable, Gotta get that zone in, or you're gonna be held accountable. Get that zone in, or be held accountable. Oh no, we got a zone. We can't take a hit on the zone. Now we do keep people working freight, but we can't, they strict about that zone. Yeah, we've been having a lot of call outs. See, we get a lot of freight, so we're really supposed to have, on a 2-truck night, no less than 40 people. But lately we've been having literally 20, 24, 25. Because we get, I don't know if your store is like a high volume store. Like my store is like $150 million store a year. And like some other stores around here, like the other Walmarts, some of them, like in the country parts, are a $45 million store or $40 million store. So we do triple the business of what they do. So we usually have to keep, that's why we get 2 or 3 two trucks every night, basically, or every other night. That's why we gotta have so many people, because there's usually 2 trucks every other night. It's a lot of trucks. So y'all probably don't even work GM some nights. Y'all probably shut down the GM side and just tell them focus on grocery. Y'all probably just tell them, what does everybody else do for work? I wanna know, I've been at Walmart too long, y'all. It might be time for me to give it up in a couple of years, I'm not saying it's a bad job or nothing, Always supported me. Got good benefits, I'll tell you that. And it depends on your managers too, though, overnight, as team leads, you're supposed to get 3 nights off, but we only get 2 nights off. I don't know what your team leads get over there. Do your team leads get 3 nights off, Jordan? Because really, I'm supposed to get 3 nights off, but they ain't never give us no 3 nights off. It's been 5 years, 6 years, and they ain't never give us no 3 nights off. I don't know if you know your team leads or not, though, if they get 3 nights off. I know we sure ain't getting no. See, that's how it's supposed to be. Like every other store in our whole district, the 12 stores around here get 3 nights off, but they ain't never give it to our store. Because really team lead's supposed to be in there for 8 o'clock. Our Walmart's just been strict about overtime lately. Because we ain't been doing sales like we're supposed to be. I don't know if it's because they opened up I thought it was because of school kind of started. Or if it was because of the big old grocery store with all them big old sales just opened up across the street for right now. Yeah, that's how we supposed to be. That's why I hate that they only, cause you gotta think 2 nights off. Like if we gotta come in and we gotta stay late to 9 or 10 in the morning, it's not like we get 2 nights off. You know what I mean? Like for me, wise, it's not like I'm getting 2 nights off. I'm supposed to get 2 nights off. I mean 3 nights off. I ain't never had it. Look, they did it for 2 weeks, 2 months or a month, and they cut it out. I always wanted the 3 nights off. Though. Shit. They give me more time to do what I gotta do. Cause when you get off, it's already your off night. When you get off, it's already your off night. You got fired last month? Where you got fired from, Sue? Where you got fired from, Sue? I wanna know where you got fired from. I know a lot of people been getting fired from Amazon lately. Yeah, hey, you could. It's easy to move up at Walmart, Jordan. And they pay the overnight team lead pretty good. It took me about 4 years to move up because it used to be harder to move up at Walmart. But now it's easier. But they do pay you way more than what they used to as well. Because when I started at Walmart, I was only making like $8. I'm gonna tell you like this though, Jordan. A lot of jobs can't keep people, and a lot of people just quit because a lot of people don't want to work these days either. Or they feel like they're not getting paid enough. But there's some people really need a job, so I don't know how people how people is even living without a job, to be honest with you. I mean, unless they got somebody to fall on, but what's up, Daydream? Where you been applying at? Hey, Casey. Like, I can't lie. Wiley's been blessing me, though, these past few years, because I remember before I got the job at Wiley World, I had over like 100 applications out. I probably got hired like at 3 jobs, but I ain't like them at all. I mean, because you got to think I worked at Dollar General for almost 11 years, and I was working on top of Walmart. So I kept both jobs just in case. But I'll start like a 3rd job to see if I liked it. Now I just work at Walmart. I hope you get something, Daydream. I hope something comes your way. If y'all want me to be honest with y'all, my first job was working in front of Home Depot with the Hispanics, with the Mexicans, because I couldn't find a regular job. And I can tell you this, that they work hard. Doing side jobs with them. That was the first job I had, was working in front of Home Depot with the Spanish people. Man, I'll tell you that, they work hard. The first job I really had. And some days they'll be out there for 8 hours straight and not even get a job. So some days you'll be out there in front of Home Depot with the Spanish people. I respect them. And they work their ass off. And I got love for them Spanish and Mexican people. You know, just because of their work ethic. No, I ain't Spanish or Hispanic. A lot of people think that, but yeah, I hope you've been all right, Daydream. I know you was missing for a little while. And I know it's hard because I know a lot of people out there, like even 3 people on my Facebook right now, they got over 100, 200 applications out, and they can't even find a job. One of them was in the military for 5 years and all of that, and it's like he can't even find a job. And I know what it's like because I remember when I had a job, when I couldn't find a job and I had over 100 applications out, man, it brings back memories, you know. That's why I kind of keep, even my job, wherever I was at, I said, I'm going to keep this job no matter what. Like, even though I was working 2 jobs for so long, I had 2 jobs for over like 6 or 7 years. When COVID hit, I had to cut out Dollar General, but I never wanted to quit Dollar General. I said, man, there's so many people struggling to get a job that I'm gonna at least keep both of these jobs. So I said it's so hard. But I hope everybody gets a job. You know, even if it ain't a job you like, I hope you find something that you truly love. A lot of people. I had this young dude walk out on me. And then I seen him when I was getting some Popeyes one time. He was begging me for his job back at Walmart. Saying he was tired of working at Popeyes, he couldn't do it, but I said, bro, I can't do nothing for you. You walked out the job. Then I get a lot of these people, Jordan. People that say they don't need this job, so they start slacking off and they get fired. But then they back there begging for their job the next day or the next week. Or they had too many attendance issues, but they was missing work there once a week. And once they get fired for points, they start begging for their job back. What really gets me is this one girl, she got fired, she got rehired back, begged for a job back, and then she did the same stuff. And got fired again. And hey, I barely call out, Jordan. I've been having 0 points for the last 8 months. I try not to use my points at all. I want to use a point tonight, you hear me? I want to use a point tonight, you hear me? But hey, I ain't gonna use it yet. I'm trying to save in case I get sick or something, you know. But yeah, I've been having 0 points for it's about to be going on 9 months. I don't really like getting points. I don't really like getting points. You got any points, Jordan? What y'all like about y'all job or what you don't like about your job? What do y'all do for work? Is YouTube your job? It's 5 points every 6 months. That's good, Mama B. That's the best way to be. Yeah, it's every 6 months. So like, let's say if you called out today, Jordan, your point from today won't fall off until March 2nd. I've been thinking about taking a point the last 2-3 months, Jordan. I don't know how I made it through without getting a point in 8 months. You know a good thing about Walmart though, Jordan? You could go in the college league. In case you know you ever needed to come back to Walmart, you already be in the system. That's what I was gonna say too. What are you going to school for? Because you know Walmart does the college for $1 a day. Like a lot of our managers at my store got the, they got their degree through the Walmart program for $1 a day. And I think it has to be for something business or something. I don't know if you've been there long enough. I can say Walmart does got some good little benefits and stuff like, with school, for $1 a day. Or if you go on college, if you go to college, you could take a leave and then come back once your semester's ended. Or let's say if you have a baby, you're a female, you have a baby, they pay you for 12 weeks to be out, and they pay you your full pay while you're out, after you had your baby. Even if you're a male, like me, when I had my first kid, they paid me for 6 weeks. So I was off for a month and a half, and I got full pay for being at home. Like if you have a kid, they pay the male six weeks full pay to be out, and then they pay the females 12 weeks full pay to be out. So I could say that there's something good about like Walmart. At least they pay you to be out whenever you have your kid. Yeah, because like, dude I work with now, Jordan, he's young. He's only 20. But he started Walmart at 16. He's 4 years at Walmart now. He's not even 21 yet. But he works at Walmart. He works at, he's the team lead at Walmart. So he makes already decent money. He got another job. He works at the car dealership. And then he owns his own t-shirt business. And he makes a good amount of money from his t-shirt business already. And he's about to buy his own house. Right now he lives at home with his mama too, so what's good about him is he probably has about 60, 70,000 at 20 years old. But he's working 2 jobs. He works all the way from 10 at night to about 7 at night, and he only goes home for like 2 hours. But he's grinding. Now someone like him has a good mindset to retire early. And then he works at Walmart, so he makes the Walmart shirts. I ain't got one, but it says like overnight team lead, food and consumable manager. He brands his shirts out through selling it to the people at Walmart too. And you'll see everybody wearing his shirts at Walmart. So he makes good money just selling the shirts to people at Walmart. Which is smart. And then he's a team lead, works at the car dealership. And it's not even including his t-shirt business. And then he's real smart. Because with his t-shirt business, he wastes all the shirts going to sell at Walmart. What's up, Snapback? You know, for when they drop to $1 for clearance, and he buys them all out. And stuff like that. So he's real smart. You know, he's pretty good, but he started early. You know, he started at Walmart at 16. Now that was, you know, that was a good choice. Now, you know, my boy is our maintenance team lead. Y'all might have seen him on our short sometime. I mean, on my short. When I was going up that roller coaster. You know, that's our maintenance team lead. We used to go on vacations together and stuff. But Jordan, I hope all college and everything goes good for you. You know, college is good for some people. I wanted to go to college, but it's like, man, where am I going to fit in time for college? Good day, Nettie. Man, you know how many couples we got overnight, Jordan? They calls out the same night. Like, look, if their girlfriend's off, they call off. If the boyfriend's off, the girlfriend calls off. I'm like, what type of shit is this? You know, Jordan, most people too, they wait. They wait until they got, look, when that fourth point turns into 3, they call off the next day. They don't be saving them points for nothing. Or as soon as they get 8 hours of protective PTO, they call out. I am Mama Bowman living life, y'all. Our limited edition. Yeah, you know, Walmart, you could date somebody at Walmart. You just can't be in the same, like, you know, you can't be their manager. You could work in the same area as them if you want. You could work in the same area as somebody. You just can't be, what they call it? You can't be, you know, you can't be kissing and hugging or nothing like that. Oh, yeah? Not that while ago. I'm sure a lot of people work at Walmart. Walmart is a big corporation. It's not what I really want to do, but not Jordan. Jordan found him a woman overnight. See, I ain't never really looked for nobody at work because I'm usually like the manager, so I try to avoid talking to people as it is. I was on YouTube searching. How do you find love on YouTube? No, I'm just messing with y'all. Let me search this real quick. No, I met my girl on YouTube. On YouTube. Can y'all believe that? It's a phenomenal story. I was eating some phenomenal hair sandwiches. What's up? How I just joined. What am I doing? I'm about to get off of here. I'm about to go lay down. Phenomenal t-shirt. What about that Snapback Moments t-shirt? What about that Book It Time TV t-shirt? What about that I See You t-shirt? Buddy! Liverpool? What is Liverpool? Buddy! Football team? No, I don't support them. I'm sorry. Not that Snapback. No, I'm not from England. Good day, mate. Cup of tea. I need cup of tea. I am from India. You know when you get teleprompter, they call your phone, you like, hello, is this Nemo? I'm like, no, this is not Nemo. I am Nemo's brother. Mr. Phenomenal, you called the wrong number. You called the wrong number? What part of England are you from? I always wanted to go to England. Hello? Hello? Yeah, that Taekwondo, that's what I'm talking about. You gonna kick it up like Taekwondo. Kick it up, kick it up, kick it up. Something's wrong with me for real. If y'all could literally see me without the camera on sometimes, I might come tickle you under your neck. You never know. What's up, Paisley? How you doing, Miss James? I know I'm acting a little delirious over here. I'm just trying to be joyful, guys. But I'm about to be getting off of here. I'm about to go lay down for a little bit. I'm tired. I just got done eating. Hope you've been good, Paisley. Stay phenomenal as always. Shout out to the whole chat. Shout out to the whole wide world. I'm about to log off of here. I love y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing. I don't know if I'm going to go to sleep, but I'm about to lay down. I know that. Maybe put on something. Thank y'all for coming in. I love y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up.